All right, God, universe, source, what should I do today? What is my intention for today? If you were to ask that question of your spirit team, of God, universe, source, each and every day of your life, it bridges this gap between the energy of where you are today and the future that you're manifesting by bringing manifestation into your life in smaller chunks and co-creating and saying, all right, what's my intention for today? What's my daily intention right now? What do you want me working on? um, it focuses the energy of your day, whether that's 12 hours, 20 hours, whatever it might be that you have in that day. Now the energy is focused and aligned with the frequency of the long term goal that you're going to. Welcome to the Angels and Awakening podcast, where we connect you with your angels, loved ones, and soul self. I'm your host and author, Julie Jancius. My journey began when I started hearing my late father before I knew he'd passed. Through my readings, membership, and Angel Reiki School, I help you awaken, heal, and master your unique spiritual gifts. If you feel called to work with me, it's your angels guiding you to discover your soul's highest purpose. Details at theangelmedium.com. Thank you, Earth Angels, for the 5-star reviews. You're entered into a drawing to win a free session. Now, let's see what messages your angels have for you today. Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back to the Angels and Awakening podcast. I'm your host and author, Julie Jancius. Friends, I was not planning to come on and do a solo episode, but the angels have been bringing through in morning meditation that there's a lot that they need to be bringing through to you. So I said, okay, Spirit, where do I add time in my day to just kind of channel through these messages? And Spirit goes, no, we don't need you to set aside time in your schedule to bring through these messages. We just need you, Julie, to live your life. And when you feel inspired and we show you what the message is, just right then, know that you'll have time and space in your day to just hop on and record the podcast episode right then. So, I was eating my dinner. I was all by myself, alone in the house, nobody here. Everybody's doing stuff. And I turned on 100-Foot Wave. If you haven't heard me talk about that show, there's 2 different seasons on Max. And I just think, even though it's a surfing show, it is such a deeply, deeply spiritual show. Because what they have to do to prepare spiritually to ride these just huge waves takes you to another place within yourself. And as you watch the show and you see them discovering new parts of themselves, it really teaches you a lot about your own spirituality. Well, I was watching this over again because I've honestly probably watched this show like 100 times. Plus, it's just nice to have on in the background. I mean, to see waves and just the ocean. My gosh, that is just my happy place. So I'm watching this and I notice something that I notice every single time, that on their fridge, they have like this list. And it's like a spiritual list. So I paused and the angel said, read the list closely. And I saw the words daily intention, daily intention. And this is a message that the angels have been bringing back around again and again and again. And so many of you ask me, Julie, how do I know that a message is for me and that I'm not making it up in my mind? One of the many, many ways that you know a message is for you is that in your life, Spirit keeps bringing this message around again and again and again and again and again until you go, oh, That's for me. I'm going to incorporate that into my life. Exciting news, friends! Our all new membership kicks off January 1st, and I couldn't be more thrilled to invite you to join us. This year, we've simplified everything with 12 powerful courses designed to help you connect with your angels, take control of your destiny, and use your intuitive gifts to transform your entire personal world, your relationship, professional successes, your healing journey. Plus, you'll get live weekly calls with me for hands on guidance and support. Bonus for members, my January course, Manifest Miracles with Aligned Co Creation, is free for you. Perfect for starting off 2025 with aligned miracles. Non members can grab one of the limited paid spots. And for those looking to start their own healing business, join the Angel Reiki School in person this April or start your journey online January 1st. You're going to learn mediumship, how to be an angel messenger, and energy healing all at once. And as a gift to everyone who listens to this podcast, on December 30th at 7 p.m. Central Time, I'm holding a free healing for you to clear out all of the energy from 2024 and really clear out what's not serving you. And then again on January 1st at noon Central Time, I'm hosting a free 2-hour workshop where you're going to learn how to invite miracles into your 2025 and make this your best year yet. If you're ready to step into a miraculous 2025, sign up for all of this and more at theangelmedium.com/events. That's theangelmedium.com/events. Or email me at julie@theangelmedium.com for more information. I can't wait to spend all of 2025 with you in the Angel membership. Love you, friends. Now back to the show. Now, some of you have heard me talk about how I'm very ADHD, meaning that my brain works a different way. It's not neurotypical. It's not easy for me to remember things that I need to do throughout the day. Um, and because of the way that my brain works, one of the things that I've recognized is that, there's all these things that we should, quote unquote, should be doing in life. But it's hard for me as a person to incorporate all these different things as routines into my life. And so I ask the angels oftentimes to show me what are the important things? What are the main things that you need me to incorporate into my life? And I believe that intention is a really big part of what people are missing when it comes to manifestation, because you can be manifesting all day. I say that, but like, I mean, it's January right now as you're listening to this episode. We're in an entirely new year, and you're setting up your future. You're teeing things up. This is what I want to manifest in my life. But there's a disconnect that ends up happening between where it is that you want to go and where you are right here, right now. And if you were to take that manifestation into a daily practice and set an intention, okay, God. And you don't do this alone, right? That's what co-creating with the universe is. You sit down and you say, all right, God, universe, source, this is where I feel that you are taking me. You want me to write this book. You want me to start this business. You want me to do X, Y, and Z. You want me to interview this person on the podcast, whatever it might be, big picture. All right, God, universe, source, what should I do today? What is my intention for today? If you were to ask that question of your spirit team, of God, universe, source, each and every day of your life, it bridges this gap between the energy of where you are today and the future that you're manifesting by bringing manifestation into your life in smaller chunks and co-creating and saying, all right, what's my intention for today? What's my daily intention right now? What do you want me working on? um, it focuses the energy of your day, whether that's 12 hours, 20 hours, whatever it might be that you have in that day. Now the energy is focused and aligned with the frequency of the long-term goal that you're going to. And so, what I see happen, and I kind of want to backtrack a little bit here because I want you to see what I see in the lives of my clients so much is that they're like, Julie, I have been manifesting for 5 years to start this business. I have been manifesting for 5 years, and I'm talking to them for the first time in a session, and they're telling me they've been manifesting something for 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, 25 years, 30 years. And they get frustrated. And I hear that frustration and I acknowledge and I validate their frustration. Um, they get frustrated with the universe. Why? Why isn't it here? And so many of them feel that God's abandoned them. Their angels have abandoned them because what they have wanted isn't here already. And yet, I also hear from a lot of people that they're waiting for God, universe, source to drop everything into their lap. And I get this because, I felt the same way and I've done the same things through so much of my life where I thought to myself, when I'm a good enough writer and a enough podcast host, the right book publisher will come to me. No, no, Julie, that's not how this works. You have to write the book proposal and get it out to people. You have to help them see your vision. And so, time and time again, as I'm working with different clients, these are different energies that are popping up. I would say with between 80 to 95% of the people that I'm working with. And when I say that, I want to come on the podcast episode and share things with you when I see it in so many different people, because I know if, 80 to 95% of the people that I'm working with are seeing this in their lives and it's coming up in my sessions, then what I feel is that 80 to 95% of the podcast listeners who are listening, or if you're listening on the radio, you're probably struggling with the same thing too. Those numbers parallel one another. So, what you want to do is take a look at your big goals. What do you want to create? And I can tell you for certain the part of manifestation that is absolutely right on point, absolutely correct, is the fact that, and I think that some of you are going to be like, I don't know about this, Julie. I'm telling you 1,000,000,000%. I know this to be truth. Know, like I know, like I know. You have to have wants in life. And as soon as you stop having wants, needs, desires that come from your heart, which are really spirit led, angel led, soul led, as soon as you stop following those, life becomes mundane. Life becomes zapped of joy, joyless, and it becomes less happy and you feel stuck. And the longer and longer you allow yourself to be in that energy, the longer and longer it's going to take you to crawl out of that hole you've allowed yourself to slip into. One of the very first recorded encounters with angels talks about angels asking humanity, humans, individual souls, what do you want? And I think that that's a huge, huge thing when it comes to our recorded history, written recorded history. Because if the angels came to us and asked, "What do you want?" And they still ask this of us all the time. Friends, I'm pausing for 30 seconds because I love, love, love connecting with you and I want to connect with you more. Got a question? Let me answer it for you on the podcast. The link to submit your questions is in the show notes. Also, we need your angel stories. Share your angel stories at theangelmedium.com/contact. And last but not least, leave a 5-star review and you could win a free 20-minute session. Last year, I did 56 free readings for review winners. All links are in the show notes. Thank you for listening. Now, back to the show. It's trying to get your consciousness to a certain point so that you can see a certain thing. And what your angels are trying to get you to see is what's calling to your heart. Now, can you hear what's calling to your heart without listening to your intuition, without having a little bit of silence and stillness every day? Can you know? No. And so when the angels ask you, "What do you want?" they're also simultaneously, in kind of like a subconscious way, asking you, are you listening? Are you listening to your own energy? Are you listening to your intuition? Are you making space to hear the callings of your heart? Because I'm not talking about what you want because you saw somebody else has it on Instagram and you want this monetary thing, this physical possession. There's different experiences you have. Maybe, yeah, you want to travel to some place that somebody else has traveled to. There's different ways that you want to serve. There's different gifts, skills, and abilities that you have that you want to use to create things. And those creative things call to your heart. When something calls to your heart, it isn't ego led. It isn't led by your egoic mind. When it calls to your heart, it's led by your intuition. And your intuition is that radio station connected to God, universe, source, your angels, your highest self, which is your soul self, your loved ones on the other side, everybody who's guiding you over there. And as soon as you start paying attention to that, you find that when you follow what it is that you want, your passions, your joys, life becomes really, really fun. There's one more piece to this. I have seen people who follow their joys their entire life. But again, when they only focus on the big picture, the big, big goal that they want to accomplish, what happens is a lot of times, even those people who have that joy, they see it, they feel it, start to lose that joy when they don't focus on the daily intention. As soon as you bring it back to, okay, I have this big goal. It's giving me a lot of joy, a lot of energy. I love it. And at the exact same time, I am focused daily on waking up and just simply asking God, universe, source, what is my intention today? How are we co-creating, God, universe, source, my spirit team, my angels? What are we doing today? What's the focus of our energy, our attention, our awareness today? Soon as you tune in to that question, you align your entire day. And now the next 10, 12 hours aren't spent going down X, Y, and Z rabbit hole to the left and X, Y, and Z rabbit hole to the right. It's really centering you again and again and again and again back to your daily focus. Well, when you do this 50 times in a row, 300 times in a row, 365 times for an entire year, multiple years every single day, what ends up happening is oh my gosh, you are really, really chipping away and getting where you want to go even faster. So, the angels wanted me to come on and say that you really need to, and I know that there's a lot of shoulds in the world. You should do this, you should do that, with what we should be doing every day and what our routines should be. But I am going to promise you this. If you are going to wake up every single day, Monday through Friday, this entire year, and co-create with your spirit team and go, okay, everybody, what are we working on today? What's the intention of today? You are going to make so much more progress this year than you have ever seen before in your entire life. And my goal for you is to do this and get to December of 2025 and just be blown away, right? Where you come back to me and you go, "Oh my gosh, Julie, I listened to this episode at the beginning of 2025. I did this all year and I cannot believe how much setting a daily intention changed everything for me." Okay. So this is it. This is your homework. Every day, ask, what is my daily intention? And allow your angels to come in to be present with you, to show you the way. And let this be a daily practice all of 2025. And please get back to me. Let me know how this shapes your life. I'm over on Instagram at The Angel Podcast. It's at The Angel Podcast. And I'd love, love, love to hear from you about this. And hey, if you do this already, tell me how it's working for you, because I know for me, it's really transformed everything. And it will for you too, if you give it a try. All right, friends, have a beautiful, beautiful, blessed evening. Love you. Mwah. Bye. If this podcast aligns with you and you feel called to work with me, thank you. Your support keeps this Angel podcast alive. Here are 3 ways to work with me. Book a session with me to hear directly from your angels and loved ones. Or my angel membership helps you connect with your angels, embrace your purpose, and build unshakable confidence. Like learning to read or ride a bike, you're going to gain skills that last forever, knowing who you are, why you're here, and direction that lasts a lifetime. Or my Angel Reiki School offers certification in mediumship, energy healing, and angel messaging, while showing you how to master your gifts and start a successful spiritual business. Now, I want you to pause and ask them, how can I serve as an earth angel today? What guidance do you have for me right now? How will you let me know you're near? And allow your angels to support you all day. Friends, I'll see you at the Angels and Awakening podcast here every Monday and Thursday. And thank you for listening. You're my angel.